I want to go over the losing a day I had on Wednesday on Nasdaq, and especially talk about the pitfalls a trader can easily get himself into if he's not careful. So I'm going to go over the three trades I had. The first trade, this one, um, well, that was the first signs of a suboptimal trading day for me because I took this NAS trade outside of my standard trading hours for this instrument, where I always enter a trade after the New York Open, unless there's a valid reason to, which is clearly not the case here. Um, Second, prior to the trade, the price action leading to it was not indicative of a valid setup. We were inside the Asian range here. There was no particularly strong directional bias, and the volatility was low. So those are not conditions where I usually try and spot a trade. On this trade number two, at least there's a bit more structure supporting the idea because I had seen this recent resistance area on a high time, which corresponds to a high time frame level. So equal highs, then a slightly lower high, and then momentum moving down. So yeah, there was more ideas um, that was supporting the trade, but still overall, it's first it's a reversal setup into a day that had overall low volatility and price action being not really clean. So evidently, that's a low probability setup that I usually don't even consider. And on trade number three, that's where the frustration builds. First, I didn't even notice how close my entry was to the New York Open in terms of time, which was this candle here. Um, I never open a trade that close to the New York Open. On top of that, I forced the trade because in itself that's not a normal entry setup. And it's the type of situation where I get tunnel visioned in getting the very short term direction right. Again, more out of frustration than anything else. So it's more about proving to be right than it is about entering a high probability trade. And after my entry, didn't want to get shaken out, which makes the trade become more about me than the setup itself, and especially what price does after my entry. Um, so whereas there was not a lot of rule breaking for the first two trades, just overall low probability setups, which could be explained by some overconfidence because I was in a period where I had some good gains. But there is a bit of revenge trading on the third trade. Typically, if I had not taken those two losses, I would never be looking for a setup at this area and at this time of day. Um, and to be honest, before taking this trade, I did have the self-awareness to realize that, well, I was not in a good trading day and mental condition after the first two losses, but I guess I didn't have the mental discipline to stay away from the chart. So it goes to show that it's easy to spiral out of control if you don't have either a protocol and the awareness to realize that, well, you're not trading well that day. Also, an error in isolation, for example, this setup, is usually fine because, well, we're all humans and it's understandable to step away from the perfect trading execution. But usually the danger comes when those errors pile up, especially in the same day.